NHL Nightly with your host, the sports, a.k.a. Peter Lebowski, a.k.a. Jeremiah Maxwell. And with him, as always, maybe Pearlo, Wisdom, and Rico and Barry.
What's up, haters?
What's going on?
Haters.
Oh, you guys have Crosby's dick so far up. No, never mind. I don't want to say that. Caps make the playoffs, bitches. I put the game up, what I thought would be the best game behind me, and I was not wrong. Red Wings do everything they can to make the playoffs by scoring with 3.3 seconds left. What a fucking game. While all this is going on, we have Boston losing to Ottawa, and Florida scores 4. They will win the Atlantic if the score stays the same as it is right now. They will win the Atlantic if the Leafs come back and tie this game and they go into overtime. I feel bad for the Wing fans because you balled out, but you let Montreal own you. Like the Caps had, a team that had a chance to make the playoffs.
That pulled their goalie, so they gave.
Yeah, but dude, they had to win in regulation.
I know, but talk about a way from Detroit to lose. If Montreal was in playoff contention, they would have pulled their goalie with 3 minutes left, and it just sucks the way it all went down. But
if Montreal could hold on to a lead, they were up 3-1 in this game, and the Red Wings have no excuse, Rico. They don't. They could have beat Washington one of the 3 times, or two of the other 3 times they played them. They won the first game and lost the other 2. They were 2-1 against the Caps. If they win one of those games, they're in. That's the difference. If they also don't go on that 8-game losing streak, they're in the playoffs. So, Pearlo, I'm guessing you had is he frozen? Okay. Is he frozen, or Pearlo, you all right? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not frozen.
Did you have Florida in this game? Because it looks like you're watching.
I had Florida,
Yeah.
I have the Jets more, though, and that's pissing me off. They do have the power play right now. So,
dude, I'm happy Toronto's playing Boston anyway, and Detroit would get killed.
I like that matchup for the Leafs. I like that matchup for the Leafs. The Bruins do not look good right now. I think the one place the Bruins probably have Toronto, though, is in net. But I just think Toronto's a better team. This is going to be nuts, guys. The playoffs are set. Hey, if you're just joining us, this is NHL Nightly. I'm your host, Jeremiah Maxwell, a.k.a. the Sports Beard. With me, as always, is Pearlo Wisdom, one of the best handicappers out there, and Mr. Rico and Barry, our French correspondent, our beer league correspondent, our goal shot correspondent. He is the man. He's a very good gambler himself. I did invite Mike again. Mike is going to, I think, just do Mondays. But it was good to have Mike. I hope you guys liked him. I thought he was a good dynamic. Really liked the guy. Hit it off with him. You guys seem to enjoy it. It's less of me and more of you, which is always a good thing, I think. Just because you guys are doing your research and stuff for your betting. But I still love to talk the news of the game. So Mark Stone skated again with a non-contact jersey. He's not traveling with the team or anything, but that could be interesting. He could be back somewhere in the playoffs. I haven't seen anything or heard anything. The guy's skating in a red jersey, so I know people are losing their minds on the internet, but what does that mean? I mean, we'll see. Looks like Flames and Canucks are already underway, just waiting for Blackhawks and Golden Knights. We'll recap the scores real quick, and then we'll just kind of get into anything you guys wanted to talk to.
Jets score.
Oh, Jets just scored to go up 4-3?
Yeah.
Who was your goal scorer there? It hasn't even updated on ESPN.
Foley.
All right. Right on. And you have the Jets to win outright in this?
Yeah, I'll win in regulation, So
Okay, well, that's a big one. I know that game means nothing. The only thing it would do for Seattle is get them to exactly 500.
That's a big game for Winnipeg, though, for home ice.
Hey.
They're playing the Avalanche no matter what.
Hey, wasn't the Blue Jackets opened up at plus 325 and we were like all over it yesterday, guys? And look what happened. Carolina played they played all their kids. They played everybody. Yeah. Hey, Tim York, how's it going? Oh, the Habs cost you large tonight, huh? Sorry to hear that, Tim. I saw you. I waved at you real quick in the Ice Guys. I just didn't have time to hang out in there and listen to Ian and those guys. Felt bad, but just popped in and I saw you were in there. Like, we miss you, Tim. Good to have you back. Yeah, so Senators beat the Bruins. That opens the door here for Florida. It's not over. 5 minutes left. Austin Matthews has not gotten his 70th goal. It's still Toronto 2, Florida 4. Florida had 4 unanswered. The Leafs look really good, like, for the better half of the game. Hurricanes, like I said on this show, we called it, throw a large sum of money on the Blue Jackets. They did not see that line started to move as we were talking last night. So that's really cool, man. I know we don't hammer bets real hard, but that was one I would have definitely. Hey, Mark, what's going on? Anyway, Red Wings, Canadians. What a barn burner. Canadians are up 3-1. They could have been up 4-1. Red Wings come all the way back, score with 3.3 seconds left, only to go down in overtime on a penalty kill. You think they're going to score. They don't. They hold them. They go to the shootout. They win in the shootout 5-4. It doesn't matter because the Washington Capitals beat the Philadelphia Flyers in Philly. I thought the Caps looked good the first half of the game, and I think, their legs just caught up to them from being on a back-to-back. Philly had like 5 days off. Everything was in their favor. I was really effing surprised Konechny and didn't bear. He always seems to kill us. Ovi opens up the scoring with the nice deflection goal. Then it looked like Eric Johnson scored the goal, but they later awarded that goal to Sean Couturier, I believe. So that was an interesting. I guess it's still. Thanks, Salty. Sorry about your Wings, buddy. I wouldn't have minded if your Wings had made it. I just wanted the Caps to make a lot of people eat shit because there were a lot of people just talking trash about the Caps. They don't deserve it. Well, guess what? They do deserve it because they made the playoffs and you didn't. Nah. Not you, Salty. I mean, I'm sorry your Wings didn't make it. But
so
it really does not break my heart as a lifelong Capitals fan to keep the fucking Pittsburgh Penguins out of the playoffs. I'm sorry, Pittsburgh fans. It does not hurt my feelings.
So Washington's playing the Rangers, right?
Yeah, but you know what? No one's given us a chance. You know what? No one gave Montreal a chance against the Capitals in 2010. Now, granted, the Caps didn't get a power play for 2 games, but
the reason why I'm saying that is that's the Divorce Cup.
It is the Divorce Cup, but I told the wife, man, like, we're just going to chill. No, I don't care. Like, I fucking care less. We won a Stanley Cup in my lifetime. It'll probably never happen again. Who on this panel has been alive for their team's Stanley Cup? And Pearlo, you can't say Edmonton because you weren't an Edmonton fan when they won their Cups. So,
who is the Pearlo a fan of? The Hartford Whalers?
I thought, yeah, you could say Hartford. So you could say Carolina in 2006. I'll let you have it.
No.
Rico, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to rub. I'm just saying.
Team?
Anyway, Leafs are still going. I'd like to see Matthews bury his 70th because the Leafs don't really have any reason to play him in the second game. I'd like to see them rest their stars. So, oh, shit, Matthews almost did score. Oh, my God.
He's had a lot of chances tonight, man. Damn it.
Holy shit. Something's going down. I don't know. I mean, the Leafs need to score 2 just to make this a tie game. Florida really isn't playing for anything at this point anyway.
Well, Florida's going to play Tampa here, right? If they hold out and win,
yeah,
it's going to be a battle of Florida, and it's going to be Toronto-Boston.
That's a better matchup for Tampa, by the way. They own the Florida Panthers for whatever reason. So this is Florida has to exercise the demon. If they get by Tampa, winning the Cup. They're going to be the first team to – who's the last team to lose in the Cup? Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh in 08-09. They lost to Detroit, came back the next year and won. Florida's going to be the first team to do it. Okay, you heard it here. Put some money on it. I did actually
Florida
Martin
should
to score first goal for Toronto plus 1,200. Nice, Tim. Tim hit a goal scoring prop. Tim hit a goal scoring prop. Yeah. Okay.
Florida should have sat everybody against Toronto here. I'd much rather play Toronto than Tampa. Much rather.
Yeah, if I'm Boston, this works out really well for you because you no longer have to play the Tampa Bay Lightning. And I'm not going to say it was on purpose, but boy, Boston didn't look very good against Ottawa. And Ottawa's been real bad this year. Oh, Rico, did your Blue Jays win today, by the way? I wasn't paying attention.
They did, yeah. Jordan Romano, the closer, first time back from injury, first appearance this year. He closed it out against the Yanks.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, big win there. I was reading a guy had like 6 strikeouts through 4 or something. That's pretty good. I just saw a little bit of that. I was trying to, dude, I honestly was going nuts with this Capitals game because I was like, they got to get a second goal. Ovi had an unbelievable opportunity. Oshie hit the post 30 seconds into the game. It was unreal, man. I just, I would, if I had hair, I would have pulled it out. So, Florida just scored an empty netter with 2 minutes left to go.
So the East is set, man. Carolina Islanders, the Rangers, Washington, Boston.
That
Toronto,
was set already, though,
Florida.
Carolina Islanders. We knew. I don't know why people were talking that. I think once. Yeah. No,
yeah,
I mean,
that was done yesterday.
Yeah. I don't know why yesterday weren't, because like Chicklets previewed Winnipeg, Colorado, which, boy, God, Winnipeg owns Colorado this year. They're like 3-0. I think it's 16-4 in goals. So showing the Caps celebrating. Caps might get Rasmus Sandin back if they take the Rangers to a longer thing. This will be cool, man. I'll try to get Johnny Lazarus on. I'm trying to have some a round table, and I reached out to Off the Wall Hockey. He can't come on Friday, but I was wondering, since we don't normally stream Friday, I was thinking maybe we do a round table. And Rico, I was going to bring on a Leafs guy so you can just talk all teams and not have to feel forced to talk Leafs. I was going to see if we can get HCH. I got to reach out to him yet. I've just been playing catch up here. I had so much stuff to do. Our sync clogged like right before I left. So like we had to get somebody in to fix that. You know how it goes. Oh, Leafs pulled their goalie. So Leafs are pulling their goalie with 1:45 left. I love it that they're trying to just get Matthews the goal. Like they know nobody's pretending anything. I mean, they want to get back into this game. They're not going to win. They're down 3 goals. Normally a regular season game in October, November, nobody's pulling the goalie of 5-2. So I respect this from Sheldon Keefe because he probably wants to be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he kind of stepped on it in the Toronto media there. Rico, do you want to talk about that or?
In regards to what?
Just him saying negative stuff about the Austin Matthews 70 goal. Like he didn't like that it was a distraction. Like it's not a distraction. It's like a guy. First time since Alex Mogilny. By the way, why is Alex Mogilny not in the Hall of Fame? And Timu Solane. I can tell you why he's not. It's because he's Russian.
He's not because he doesn't care. He literally doesn't care. He thinks the Hall of Fame.
He should be in. He should be in. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, Pearlo. That's a bullshit.
I totally agree with you.
You should be in. If he doesn't care, he doesn't show. That's on him.
Not in is because he didn't even want to show
That's not the truth, and you fucking know it. It's not the truth.
McGillney didn't care. He didn't care.
We're getting some audio from somebody.
Look at Fleury. Like
getting a real loud audio from somebody.
I have nothing on at all.
Me neither.
Rico, it's coming from you, my man. No, it's not coming from you, Rico. It might be. Is it coming from me?
I got my TV totally off.
It's me, dude. It's me. I'm an idiot. It sounded like it was in a hallway. Apologize, guys. It was me. I was like, I couldn't see. It was my Twitter was unmuted. Oh, they're showing. Yes. Yes, everybody was going nuts at Monumental Sports. Anyway. Yeah, no, Tim, I get that. Tim. I get that. But I'll be honest with you, Tim, the Leafs looked really good the first half of this game, and then Florida just went on a tear. They scored like 2 goals in like 15 seconds, and it was 3-2. And then I think they got another power play goal. I just don't think the Leafs knew what happened. Granted, I was trying to watch 5 games, and I was really not that interested in this game. But I did want to see if because Boston looked abysmal, and we wanted this. Now, if the Golden Knights win tonight, they're playing Edmonton in the first round. So we need the Golden Knights to beat the freaking Blackhawks, and we'll get the matchups we wanted to see. And again, Edmonton could slay the Giant. I think you always got to slay the Giant, don't you? The Capitals had to beat the Penguins. The Blues had to beat the Blackhawks. Matthews picked it up. That's it. So Matthews will not get his 70th, and the Leafs have one more game. Does he get it, Rico?
Does he get in the lineup? This is going to be a big decision. Of course he's going to be in the lineup, but the only thing is he better not get hurt, man.
Just have him score the goal like within the first 20 seconds, set up a play, and pull him out of the game once he does it.
Yeah.
Right?
And I thought exactly, but it doesn't always work out like that.
I bet Tampa doesn't play anybody, Rico. I bet you they play a lot of their young guys because they have no reason to play any of their good guys except for Kucherov to get the 100 assists. And I guarantee John Cooper ain't going to do what Edmonton did last night, which I thought was classless.
The refs in this freaking Leaf Florida game were horrible too. They were calling bullshit calls, man. They were just calling minor little
the officiating. I didn't get to watch it that closely, so
so Panthers, Lightning, Leaf, Bruins, bottom division. So
yeah. All right. Well, anything you want to talk about that happened today?
Well, Jack Edwards is retiring.
Yes, that's huge news. And today was Jeff Rimmer's last game calling for the Columbus Blue Jackets. They went out on a win for him. That's pretty cool. Yeah, 19 years. Jack Edwards surprised. No one knew. He sounded awful this year. If you listen to any of the Nesson broadcasts, not good.
Is there an underlying health condition or something with him?
I mean, he denied that there was, but now he's retiring. He looks bad, dude. I mean, good for him, though. Also, John Sterling for the Yankees, 85 years old, retired. The radio guy, forever.
Did you know that he covered every single one of Derek Jeter's at-bats? He called every one.
Yeah, dude, he was there a long time. The guy that used to announce and now betting, that guy was there when like Babe Ruth was there. It was crazy. Like the Yankees have always had people that work for them forever. So, yeah, he did sound lost, Tim. I think that really Andy Brickley really helped him out. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, I knew Bruins fans knew it was coming. I actually know a lot of Bruins fans that are not big Jack Edwards fans. Yes, Mark, Ovi will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I see what you said there earlier. We're talking about Alexander Mogilny, man. They can't keep Ovi out. He's going to break Gretzky's goal scoring record. They can't keep Kucherov out because he's ridiculous. By the way, Pearlo, since we want to talk about something, Frank Saravelli today, and I've been on your line of thought for a while. He's taking Kucherov as his Hart Trophy.
Oh, yeah. It has to be Kucherov.
Yeah.
I would actually I would put McKinnon third.
Who would
Crosby?
Yeah, okay. You got Crosby at 2.
Pittsburgh made the playoffs. If Pittsburgh made the playoffs, now you got to put McKinnon second.
But I'm telling you, man, Crosby played great all year. When Pittsburgh started to make a run, they got goaltending. Crosby's game didn't change really the whole year. He rarely had a bad game, and he didn't. I thought his game was great all year. I mean, I'm just saying, it really, the MVP for Pittsburgh was Nedeljkovic down the stretch. So
yeah, a little bit down the stretch, but I mean, Kucherov for sure has got.
Ovechkin and Mogilny are not the same.
There's no way Tampa Bay makes a playoff without Kucherov.
I agree 1,000,000%. Yeah, he's got like 43 more points than the next guy. What kills me is both Stamkos and Point have over 40 freaking goals. Point has 44. Like, what does he have? No assists at all? Like, how is Kucherov? And then you look, he's like, oh yeah, he's got like 45 goals and 100 assists.
Yeah.
So even if Point has like 30 assists, I got these many.
One thing I would like to say is, I think Lalonde is going to go the way of Granato here in the next couple of days.
We need to talk about that. We need to talk about that. We didn't even. Dom Granato gets fired. What do you say there? Rico, I mean, some thoughts.
Well, it didn't have to happen.
Yes. No. Subhuman gout. Rico, you're muted. You muted yourself.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, sorry. I was going to say Buffalo had like 8 coaches in the last like 10 years. It seemed like they went through.
Dude, I thought it was a mistake. I don't like it unless they get like Woodcroft or Berube or.
Yeah, don't be bringing back like Lindy Ruff or anything like that. I think they need to think deep and hard about their next coaching decision. No rush to do it here. They've got some time. Just interview a few candidates and don't just jump on the first or second one you think's right. I think take a bit of time. But going back to Tampa, resting starters, Kucherov sitting at 99 assists. There's no way he's not playing tomorrow night.
No, he's playing. I'm just saying Tampa is not going to play everybody, I don't think.
Well, they're going to play Tompkins apparently in net. They're backup.
Good for him. Give that. They don't. Again, winning for them means nothing. Probably benefits them to have a shootout, so Kucherov get 2 or 3 assists, really cement the heart, and then not play the second half of the game because they don't care if they win that game or not.
Cooper just talks to Keefe before the game and say, "All right, let Matthews goal in, and we'll let Kucherov dump one off the point."
We'll both pull the goalies and play 6-on-6 with no goalies. See how it goes. Just get like 35 points each. Matthews will score 82 by the end of the game.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would kind of be awesome. That would low-key be awesome.
Dude, there's no rule against it. Imagine that. Kucherov gets 10 points.
Well, I bet you there's
he runs away with the heart.
I would love it. It would be, and Matthews scores like 3 hat tricks in a game.
And then Nylander gets to 100 points because I think he's sitting at like 97.
Canucks fans are worried their team is a fraud. I think Vancouver's fine if Thatcher Demko's
He's at 98 now.
They are going to have a tough time playing the LA Kings, though, because that's who they're going to play. Well, I don't know. This Blackhawks Vegas Golden Knights. Why don't I have that game on? Actually, what the hell's wrong with me?
Chicago power play.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, the Lakers were playing the Pelicans in the play-in game. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a play-in. That's a playoff. NBA playoffs for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Vancouver's okay, Tim, if they have a healthy Demko. Is Demko in net for them tonight?
He was.
I mean, Demko leads them in wins with 34, and he's been out like 2 months. Like that's
he's in.
He was going to compete he was going to be top 3 Vezina trophy candidate. Probably not be Hellebuck this year, but he was going to be up there.
Mm-hmm. Remember the start of the year he had was just unbelievable.
Oh my God, he was ridiculous. Okay, so the Lakers won that game then, I'm assuming? Yes, they did. Okay. 110-1. Yeah, 110-106. The Lakers. Yes, Josh, I have seen nervous Canucks fans too, but I think they're going to be okay if they. I think LA is going to be a tough matchup for them. I'd rather play LA though if I'm them, because you are going to beat them on the goaltending. And the only thing I think LA has a little bit better than Vancouver is I like them up the middle, defensive forward wise, a little bit better. But we forget that they have Lindholm there now, right? So that's going to be interesting.
Very good defensively.
Oh, damn it.
He's on Pearlo's all second team.
What?
He's
Lindholm.
The guy's, I don't know how the hell he even came close to a Selkie. He's not very good defensively.
Oh, I forgot. You're right, Rico. He's his second line center on the all Pearlo team. Yeah, I fucking forgot about that.
The worst defensive teams players in the league. He's on the second line.
Okay, so are we have 2 games live still? What games are still live?
Vancouver, Calgary, and then this one.
And Blackhawks, Golden Knights. Okay, yep. Hey, Salty, I hope you're still with us. Drop a thing in there. I'm sorry about your wings again. I'm just repping the OV because, he scored. I wished he would have scored that second goal. Nasty behind the back pass from Connor McCheesy. And he should have buried it. I don't know what happened there. So just craziness. All right. What are your thoughts on Dom? Let's finish up the thoughts on Dom Granato and we'll recap the games for tomorrow and call it an eve.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, just think long and hard. I don't think Buffalo's going to jump on any coaching candidate, and I think they're just going to wait till probably after July 1st to figure out what they're going to do behind the bench. I don't think they hire somebody right away. Thing is, they need to bring in some veteran help on that team as well, too. I know Opozo's gone. They tried with Eric Johnson. They tried with different guys on that team this year. They've gotten a little bit better, but they need a little bit more veteran presence on that team, and maybe bring in the right coach for those young players. So even like a Woodcroft wouldn't be too bad. That was in Edmonton.
And they did trade away Eric Johnson and Opozo. They do need a new veteran crop of guys. I agree. Here,
and a captain. I think they need to name a captain on that team as well.
Yeah, Jeff Skinner. I bet Tim Pule would vouch for Jeff Skinner to be the captain there. Hey, so this is pretty great. I love this.
Oh, geez.
We are Canadians and Montreal fans. Here's the cat's reply. Right. I hope you're hungry for nothing.
Oh my God.
Again, I don't even care if the Caps win a single game in the playoffs. I'm just glad we kept Pittsburgh out of the playoffs. And I am sorry. I know this is not a Capitals podcast, but the host happens to be a Capitals fan. And, it's going to be dark days for the Capitals in the coming years. And Pittsburgh, for that matter.
Granato was signed for another year. I think
2 year. He had a 2 year, 1.9 in each year.
Yeah, I think he did that with their last coach.
I thought Granato was a good coach. I do not think Granato was the problem there. I think they have a locker room issue. They've changed enough fucking coaches there. They didn't need a Granato change. I get it. I heard Kevin Adams say he didn't like the defensive play. Obviously, I think they finished with the positive goal differential by the end of the year. So they were getting better as they made the wrong choice bringing in Devin Levi to start the season. They forced it. They shouldn't have forced it. They knew he wasn't ready. I heard guys say he wasn't ready. We were all skeptical about it, and then it backfired on them. And they deserve everything they freaking got from that. They're still going to finish like 6 or 7 points out of, they were +2 goal differential by the end of the year. And they destroyed any playoff team they played. They were 5-4-1 their last 10, but they beat like 3 to the 4 last playoff teams they played.
Yeah, they lost to bad teams and they beat good teams. It sounds.
Pearlo Demons in here says hello to you. Sorry, Rico. Didn't mean to cut you
Who's
off.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Demon is
sorry.
in here and says hello. I don't know if that's a.
Oh, hello.
If you know Demon, okay. And
No.
Mark
No,
Alfred, Buffalo did what Philly did with Carter Hart. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Philly losing Carter Hart was huge. They just couldn't. Harrison, I was surprised they didn't play the big Russian goalie tonight. I just thought that guy's so big. Roman Turek, Marty Turcos, that guy's 6'7" or 6'8" or something. It's ridiculous. Fedotov is how they're saying it on the Philadelphia broadcast. Ivan Fedotov. Oh, my God. Wait for that guy to get an NHL training camp underneath his summit. Yes, Libby. The Russian is a big guy. Nice to see you again.
So on Granato, the team was really bad defensively. They have to have some of the worst player-for-player defensive analytics in the league. But they score they kind of outscore their problems to a certain degree. It's really bad. But I don't know if you can blame Granato for that. These are kids. It takes time for kids to learn how to play defensively, and they have no veteran leadership to help them do it. Nobody. So I agree with Rico. They need to go out and get, they could have had, they couldn't have had, but I mean, like what Nashville did with O'Reilly, they need somebody like that. And that's easy to say, much easier to say than actually just go out and pull somebody out like that. But they need some guys like that can show these kids what to do, especially on the back end. They need some good, solid, veteran defensive defensemen and forwards with hope. Like if they had a cup on their had a cup ring and stuff like that too, would be great. But until they get that, I don't know how much any coach is really going to help that team. So.
Vancouver opened up the scoring. Tyler Myers. I saw it live, but I didn't want to interrupt our main man, Pearlo. He was doing it, so Tim York was nice enough to let everybody know in the chat. Thank you, Tim, for bringing us back to some normalcy. Anyway, Pearlo, thanks for carrying the show there for a minute while Rico and I ducked out to pee our pants. Anyway, so tomorrow's games are meaningless in the oh, did Golden Knights just score? I just saw Hot Take Hockey tweet. Did Golden Knights just score?
I haven't been watching that game.
I don't think so.
No, it's 0-0. Okay. Vancouver did score Tyler Myers' first goal since February 17th, which isn't that long a drought for a defenseman, to be quite frank. I think people are sleeping on the Canucks a little bit. And if they get a Thatcher Demko back, or is he in net tonight? Who do we have in net? Is it DeSmith?
Who's in net tonight?
Demko.
Oh, is it Demko? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. And Tim had Calgary with the shutout, so that's ruined already. And Vancouver just scored again.
Oof.
I do not know who your goal scorer is. 21, maybe? Pedersen, maybe? Let's see.
I got a
Pedersen.
Pierce Suter, a Hoglander. Pierce Suter.
Pedersen passed it to someone.
Better be Hoglander.
Number 20. 21, Hoglander.
Was
Slam
it?
dunk. Yep, Hoglander.
Hoglander.
What a pass from Pedersen. Hoglander, first goal.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Goal prop.
Did you hit another goal scoring prop, Rico?
Yes, sir. Hoagie was like plus almost 400, I think, tonight.
I'm going to put that up.
Hoglander.
Rico hit a goal scoring prop. Oh, what a glorious day. Hitting goal scoring props the Rico way. Yeah.
Top line with, I think, Besser and Pedersen. So
Yeah.
kind of hard not to take it at that price.
This is going to be a short show tonight. I'm going to just tell you right now, boys. It's going to be a short show tonight. I got a case of the giggles. And Tim York and Libby 2.0 ain't helping. I was going to say. All right. Okay. Let's talk about tomorrow's games that mean absolutely nothing. But if you want to be a degenerate gambler and bet on them, the first one that means absolutely nothing means absolutely fucking everything to me. The Penguins Islanders. The Isles are plus 110. Neither team can make. I'm sorry. The Islanders are not going to play anybody. They've made the playoffs. They're the 3 seed. They're going to be playing the Carolina Hurricanes, a rematch of last year. Who do you like, Pearlo?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, Rico.
Just because they're at home. That's all. That's the only reason.
No, it's actually on Long Island, so they're not at home.
Oh, it's in Long Island? Sorry.
It's on Long Island. It's on Long Island.
Sorry, Islanders. Islanders.
It is on Long Island. Yes. You like the Islanders at plus 110. Okay.
Yeah, these games here, you just look for like milestone type shit. Like Michael Bunting sitting at 19 goals right now. So take a Michael Bunting prop tomorrow. And then with the Islanders, they're going to sit a lot of people. But Kyle Palmieri's sitting at 29 goals right now.
Yeah, let's get him at 30. Let's get him to 30. That would be cool.
Palmieri at 30. So Bunting goal prop, Palmieri goal prop. And then apart from that, Nedeljkovic is probably going to sign a contract somewhere because he's played good for Pittsburgh. So he's probably going to be starting tomorrow. So I'll take the Pens. I'll take the Pens in this because I think Patrick Roy is going to sit his guys, and maybe they celebrated a little bit after clinching the playoffs. So they may be just wanting to stay healthy.
Or Rico, they set the tone for the playoffs and they dollywop Pittsburgh.
They could very well do that too. And Pittsburgh could have just shut her down and got shit-faced tonight too. You never know because they missed
Have we gotten any word if the Islanders are shutting down their lineup? Are they resting players? Do we know? Have we heard anywhere? Does anybody know? If anybody knows in the chat or is on watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Insta, let me get it over to Insta here real quick. We do have somebody on. Hey, Lily Webb 907. Sweet. Got somebody from Alaska.
Yeah, I don't think the Islanders are in a position to do that. Like they had a rough year. They just got their mojo going. I think they're going to give her tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be. I think they got to keep that positive energy going into the playoffs.
I think you're right, Pearlo, because the Islanders are at home. They don't want to lay a stinker against Pittsburgh going into the playoffs, and everybody in Long Island, all their fans will be like, oh my God, we just got beat by a non-playoff team. Now we're going into the playoffs against Carolina. We played this type of game. Yeah. And Pittsburgh probably got shit-faced tonight knowing they're out of the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Patrick Law doesn't take me like the type of guy that's going to be like he doesn't I don't know how to explain it, but the guys that used to play before, they generally don't care. Like if you get injured, you get injured, but we're gonna play together, we're gonna win together, and we're gonna get right through the season. I think that's what's likely going to happen. So I don't think they're gonna sit people. I was surprised that Brindamore did that today. Actually, kind of surprised.
You're welcome, St. Martin. No, I was not, Pearlo, and I like that they played their young kids. That Jackson Blake kid played for North Dakota. I saw him there. He was a Hobie Baker finalist, so I went to the awards. You know, his dad was Jason Blake, played for the Leafs and a couple other teams. I think the Islanders, in fact. And they interview the parents off screen, and it was really cool. They talked to his mom and his dad. Celebrini, they talked to his mom. His dad was there, but he didn't go up for whatever reason. That was odd. So, hey, St. Martin, again, thank you for attending that panel last night. It wasn't really a panel. It was just our Monday episode. And Davey UK, I hope you're in the UK. That's sick. I think he was trying to answer my question about if the Islanders were resting their players. We need an occupancy. Occupancy, if you're listening and you know, or Kim in the crease, if big time Kimmy Kim is listening, that would be sick. Okay. So let's go to the next game here. Maple Leafs at Lightning. Now we know Lightning are going to rest players. They're going to rest their starting goalie. Maple Leafs are actually a plus 110 road dog. Ooh, I like the Leafs all day in this. And I like Matthews to get his 70th in this, even though I said I didn't think he would get it. And I would put a 3-leg parlay on the Leafs to win, Matthews to score his 70th, and Kucherov to get his 100th assist. See what you could get there for me, Rico. Who do you like in this one, Rico?
Yeah, I'm with you. Matthews' 70th goal, it's going to happen, but also Nylander's 2 points away from 100, so go Nylander over 1.5. You're probably going to get some good plus money on that bet as well, too. The Kucherov assists, yeah, definitely he's going to get to 100. You'll probably have to pay a little bit for it, but he's definitely going to get it. I think the Leafs, after a stinker here, the only problem is Tampa's lost 3 straight as well, too. They might throw Samsonov back in, which, because Wall played tonight, I think Sammy needs a big game tomorrow against Tampa. I don't know if it's going to be as run and gun as we think, but I think the Leafs are just going to try to play a playoff type road game tomorrow, clean up what they missed tonight in Florida, and Samsonov gets back on track tomorrow. So I'm going to take the Leafs plus money tomorrow, and then those point props I mentioned.
Rock on. Pearlo, wisdom. What is your wisdom?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's probably Toronto tomorrow too, like Tampa. But I mean, like
you like Toronto at plus money too, right?
Yeah. I mean, I would probably just because it's plus money, but you don't want to go into the playoffs on a 4-game losing streak either. So, like, what I think is likely going to happen here, I don't think it's going to be a physical game. It's probably going to be back and forth. I'd probably look at the over here. Especially if Samsonov is in that. It's true.
Pearlo, I was just sniffing around, and it looks like Martin Jones might get the start tomorrow in Tampa. They may be holding Samsonov till the playoffs to just get him back on track.
I heard Kipper and Bourne talk about that possibility, and I actually think it's a good move. But if Tampa's playing their backup, I actually like Martin Jones as over their backup. So Martin Jones played fairly well for the Leafs for a decent stretch when they were down goalies. I think people were forgetting that he actually was good until he wasn't. But that's what he's good for, is like a little bit of a run there. I think, honestly, what a nice gesture. Could be definitely his last probably time as a Leaf anyway. Also, too, like as soon as the playoffs start, we're all talking about how people are worried the Leafs don't have anybody, but you got Matt Murray, which I've heard, I heard Kipper say at the beginning of the year that he could be back come playoff time. And if this guy is short of anywhere where he was, 8 years ago with his just rebuilt body at this point, that's not a bad thing. People probably forgotten what Matt Murray's, the book on him was too. So if you're the Leafs and you got Sammy who got you through the round, and I've been saying for a long time, Leafs, just be patient with Samsonov. Once he learns not to be busy in the net, he's going to be very good. He's so athletic. I think there aren't very many goalies on par with Samsonov as far as athleticism. He's really athletic. The problem is he loses his net. His athleticism works against him. He would benefit big time from like a Sean Burke style goalie coach. And I think the Leafs have done a fairly good job with him because he wasn't going to get it there in Washington. They have just lost it since they haven't had Mitch Korn. So, yeah. Pearlo, so you're on the Leafs here, plus 110?
Yeah. I would I lean the Leafs. I like the over better, though.
Yeah, I don't have over-unders anymore, guys. And again, I only had DraftKings over numbers, but for whatever reason, they're not posting over-unders right now.
It's going to be a 6.5 for sure. Yeah.
Oh, they do have it. 6.5. I'm sorry, they do. It's 6.5. And Pittsburgh Islanders is 5.5. Okay, next one, Blues Stars. This game is meaningless. Blues narrowly missed the playoffs, so if they just won a handful more, they would have been in the mix here. Yeah, we're gonna have it tomorrow, Josh, and we'll talk about it on the show tomorrow. We'll preview the playoffs, and there's 6 games on Thursday as well, so we'll preview the 6 games on Thursday. All right, Blues plus 185. I bet Stars don't play anybody. I like the Blues plus money here. What do you think, Pearlo?
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, it's pretty hard to cap a game that nobody really gives a crap about. So I would think the St. Louis wants to at least feel good about beating the best team in the West, the final game, just so they can have a little more feel a little more giddy while they're on the golf course. But that's about all I got on that. I doubt Dallas. Dallas will probably play Wedgwood. They don't want to take a chance of injury in Ottinger, so go the over here too. I go the over on almost pretty much every game. It's who's going to be blocking shots and crap in these games. So yeah, that's what I would take.
Yeah, Dallas has a lot of veterans. Sagan's been in the lineup for the last month. He's been hurt a little bit, so he may not see the ice tomorrow. Even Jamie Benz had a lot of miles on him. I mean, Pavelski, you got a lot of veterans in that lineup. One prop I'm going to take for sure in that game is Jason Robertson. He's sitting at 29 goals right now, so take a Robertson goal prop. He's going to nail that one at home. Couple little long shots for St. Louis. I mean, Kevin Hayes is sitting at 29 points. I think Torrey Krug is sitting at 39 points.
First team all Pearlo. Kevin
Hayes.
Hayes.
just a couple things for St. Louis that maybe the guys will rally around, because they probably talk over beers and stuff. We're like, okay, who needs some apples? Who needs some points here? And flying to Dallas will be a nice little flight home for St. Louis. Drink some beers after and know that their season's done if they put a bit of an effort in against Dallas and they beat them. So yeah, I think what Perlo's saying is right. You're not going to get a lot of guys jumping in front of shots, especially for Dallas. So I like St. Louis on the road here, and probably a shot with the over.
Pearlo, what do you think?
Well, that was a Dallas game. I already said.
Okay. All right, my bad. Sorry, I thought you had it. I was
and Binnington's already confirmed too. So St. Louis is going to.
Yeah, I like it. Again, St. Louis plus money. They're giving us plus money if you're paying attention to this.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh, I like the Islanders. Maple Leafs, I like the Maple Leafs. Blues, I like the Blues. Now, the last game, Coyotes versus Oilers. Are Oilers playing anybody? They have no reason to play, right? They cannot catch Vancouver. If Vancouver wins tonight, they cannot catch them, right?
That's right. Vancouver needs to win tonight. They're sitting at 107 points. The Oilers have 104. They both have 2 games left, including this one.
That's right. I forgot the Oilers have 2 games left.
Yeah.
So Vancouver needs to win tonight to keep the Oilers from winning the Pacific.
That's right.
So if the Canucks win tonight, this point is moot. They're at 109, and there's no way Vancouver or the Edmonton could catch them. Yeah, because the best Edmonton can do is 108. So basically, Vancouver needs to win, and they just need to get the extra point. They need to win in overtime, regulation overtime, or in the shootout, and they will lock up the Pacific Division. So there you go.
Yeah, I think depends what Vancouver does tonight. Obviously, if Vancouver wins this game, then it's going to be a meaningless game for the Oilers. So they might sit some guys, especially the ones that have been banged up a little bit. Even like an Ekholm, somebody that's had a lot of miles on him, they may sit him. Put Pickard in for that game as well too. Thing is, Arizona's coming off that road trip as well. I don't know if that matters at this time of year, but they were on a 5-gamer and now they're back home. But it's the last game at the Mullet. I think that Arizona probably comes out pretty spirited in this game. Take like the Logan Cooley, Dylan Gunther. Those kind of props have been hitting pretty good for Arizona as well. So Vancouver wins tonight. Definitely take the Coyotes. Jump on it as soon as Vancouver wins this game tonight and they put those points in the book, because before the line starts shifting in Arizona's favor, will basically change right after this Vancouver game. And it looks like they're probably going to win it.
Yeah, I mean, Pearlo, what do you think about this game? It is a game we wouldn't normally even spend any time talking about, but it is going to be the Coyotes' last game in Arizona until they come back with a new, better owner in 2028.
Yeah, I would take Arizona and over. If Arizona does win, it's not going to be an under. It's going to be an over because
I like
they don't play.
all the dogs, all four of them. Parlay that together for me, Rico. What is that? I'll Venmo you for this bet.
I think even subconsciously that Edmonton probably doesn't want to crap on their parade all that much either.
Well, they ran the score up pretty bad against the Sharks last night, so
yeah. Well, that's different. Sharks are still going to be there, but I don't.
Yeah,
think
there's
they're
no
doing-
lines. No lines on the games tomorrow just because of what's going on tonight.
yeah. But you guys aren't getting lines at all?
Well, I'm not getting them on my betting site, but I can get them as a generic kind of opening line on the.
Arizona's only plus. Arizona's only plus 150.
Oh, I'm seeing
Actually,
seeing on ESPN Bet. God, I wish I could bet ESPN Bet. I'm seeing NHL. NHL is showing the lines here in the US, which hold on. Oh my God, what in the hell?
St. Louis is getting better odds than Arizona is.
Yeah, plus 185 for the Blues. I'm getting plus 170 for the Yotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What?
So I like the Islanders plus 110, the Leafs plus 110, the Blues plus 185, and the Yotes plus 170. What would you get a 4-leg parlay for those four teams to win?
It'd probably be about plus 2,500 to 1, something like that.
Yeah, I like it.
Plus 2,000 to 1.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a short one tonight, guys. We got company.
It's good. I gotta get going. I gotta cruise.
So we'll be back tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate everybody being out. Tim, you're hilarious. I love you.
Postmortems for the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, sorry, Detroit fans, salty. It's a bummer you didn't make it, man. They that 8-game losing streak. They let everybody back in. If they just win half those games, they're in the playoffs easy. In fact, they're probably ahead of Tampa. So it is
on the bright side, Ovi's in the playoffs.
Yeah, baby. I mean, who cares? And we get the divorce cup, which yay. I'm real happy that my marriage gets tested during these playoffs. Trust me. That's really fun.